Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for your daily dose of US market updates and the latest news from across the country. Today we're covering everything from Wall Street to California, Washington State, and Miami. So let's jump right in. 1. US stock market news, Wall Street update. Starting with the US stock market, today was another roller coaster on Wall Street. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed up by 150 points, marking a modest rebound after several days of losses. The S&P 500 also inched higher by 0.5%, largely driven by gains in the tech sector, with companies like Apple and Nvidia posting impressive earnings reports. Meanwhile, the Nasdaq Composite surged by nearly 1%, fueled by optimism around artificial intelligence and semiconductor stocks. But not everything was green. Banking stocks faced pressure amid new regulatory concerns about liquidity requirements. The Federal Reserve released minutes from its latest meeting, indicating that interest rates will likely stay higher for longer to continue battling inflation. Analyst commentary suggests that while investors are hopeful about a soft landing for the economy, uncertainties around global supply chains and geopolitical tensions, especially with recent developments in Eastern Europe, continue to weigh on sentiment. 2. California news, key headlines from the Golden State. Now let's head over to California, where several big stories are developing. First up, the California State Legislature has advanced a major new climate bill that aims to accelerate the state's transition to renewable energy. The proposal mandates that 90% of electricity must come from clean sources by 2030, an ambitious target that has sparked both praise from environmental groups and pushback from utility companies concerned about grid reliability. In Silicon Valley, Google announced new expansions to its AI research labs in Mountain View, planning to hire over 2,000 new employees in the next year. This move underscores California's ongoing dominance in the tech sector, despite growing competition from other states like Texas and Florida. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, the city continues to grapple with its homelessness crisis. Mayor Karen Bass declared a state of emergency earlier this year, and just this week, the city approved a $1 billion budget allocation aimed at expanding shelters, mental health services, and affordable housing projects. Advocates applaud the funding, but warn that systemic reforms are also urgently needed. 3. Washington State news, Pacific Northwest developments. Moving up to Washington State, there's been significant progress in efforts to protect the region's iconic salmon populations. This week, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers announced a comprehensive plan to remove 4 dams along the lower Snake River, a move that conservationists have been fighting for decades. The decision is expected to dramatically improve salmon migration routes, though it's also stirring controversy among agricultural and energy groups that rely on the dams for irrigation and hydroelectric power. In Seattle, the tech sector continues to thrive, with Amazon unveiling its newest climate pledge-friendly campus downtown. The new office building uses 100% renewable energy and features innovative green architecture, including vertical gardens and water recycling systems. On a lighter note, sports fans in Washington have something to celebrate. The Seattle Mariners clinched a dramatic series win against the Oakland Athletics, keeping their playoff hopes alive for the upcoming MLB postseason. 4. Miami news, updates from the Magic City. And finally, let's head to Miami, Florida, where the city is making headlines on multiple fronts. First, Miami's controversial push to become the next crypto capital of the U.S. hit a snag this week as Bitcoin prices slumped below $60,000, leading to a temporary halt in several local blockchain startup launches. However, city officials, including Mayor Francis Suarez, remain bullish on the long-term prospects of crypto-driven economic growth. In weather news, hurricane preparedness is top of mind as forecasters predict an above-average Atlantic hurricane season this year. Miami-Dade County officials have ramped up public awareness campaigns and announced new investments in flood prevention infrastructure to protect vulnerable coastal neighborhoods. And finally, in cultural news, Miami just wrapped up the Art Deco Weekend Festival, attracting tens of thousands of visitors to South Beach for a celebration of architecture, music, and fashion. Local businesses reported a significant boost in tourism revenue, a positive sign for the city's post-pandemic recovery. And that wraps up today's U.S. market and state news update. What are your thoughts on these stories?